think anytime that you are kind of stepping into which I guess now is kind of becoming a franchise, or kind of carrying the torch and continuing the legacy of something that made such an impact and continues to make an impact, not just cinematically but also culturally. I can't tell you how many dudes where, the Aviators and still talk about Goose and Maverick and, quote the movie. So it's not like the movie ever died, and to be able to kind of re-energize it in a way and continue that story has been a really incredible journey for me. I think Maverick kind of, plays by his own rules. I think that it's, Tom, which he has done kind of time and time again, created an iconic character. And yeah, I mean, it's almost, when you say the word Maverick, that's kind of what you think of. You don't necessarily go to the literal meaning of the word. You go to, Tom's character. And he does. He is a Maverick. He does what he wants to do. He's aggressive. And yeah, he kind of marches to the beat of his own drum. I think the overall vision for the aerial sequences is to really put the audience in the box, as they say, in the cockpit. You're going to feel like you are flying with these guys, for better or worse, because we're doing some pretty hairy maneuvers. But I think, as far as story goes, when you are first person, kind of experiencing these things with these guys, I think it just adds a level of investment. I know Tom didn't want it to be any green screen. He wanted all the actors to be in the jets. And that's something we signed up for. I don't think any of us really knew how tough that would be, myself included. And we started out in the Cessna, and then we went to the Extra 300, which was kind of doing all the aerobatics maneuvers. We also had to get all of this swim training going on, because we had to be certified to fly over water in case we had to eject. So we had to have all of this survival training, which was very intense. You get blindfolded, strapped to a chair, in a dunker. Water fills up, they submerge you, spin you upside down, you're strapped in, blindfolded upside down, you gotta get out. Tom created an aviation program for us I think, for him and for ourselves and everybody to feel comfortable putting us up in these jets, because it's very serious, what we're doing. It's actually, no civilians ever have the amount of hours that we have in these jets. It's just, that's why everybody thought it would be impossible. And I think when Tom hears that something's impossible or it can't be done, that's when he kind of gets to work. So he created our flight training program, and we started out in the Cessna, and then we went to the Extra 300 to do our aerobatics training, went to the L-39 to get some jet work, and then hopped in the F-18s. I could, text him or send him an email anytime I had some questions about it. And also, Tom has taught us all how to film an action sequence. That is something that, when I first was watching playback of what I was doing, I would think I was doing very dynamic, interesting, intense work, and I would watch it back and it would just seem flat. So yeah, I got a master class. I think Top Gun Maverick checks a lot of boxes. I think, first of all, it will be entertaining. That's what you want. You want to go to a movie and be entertained. I think that this movie is very emotional. I think that it's something for all ages. I think we're representing a group of people that are, for me, I have the utmost respect for. I think it's funny. I think it's dramatic. I think it's tense. I think it's high stakes. And as far as aerial footage, we're doing something that's never been done. So it's also, it's a very visionary kind of conquest that we've led on. So I think, it's movies like this don't come along too often. So I'm very proud to be a part of it, and I think that people are in for a treat.